Peace forever and always. This is your brother, Taalik Ibn'rad, and welcome once again to another edition of the Realities Temple on Earth. Woo. Hey, my graphics something else. In the name of my ancestors, I am the angel snubbing up 7, brother Taalik Ibn'rad, and again, peace forever and always. Now, you know my time runs out on these videos, so let me get straight to the nitty to the gritty. All right. I've been talking to some mentally dead so-called black people. I call them dark Europeans because they have the mentality of Caucasian people, racist Caucasian people. Let me make a difference. There's a difference. Racist Caucasian people, okay? And because racist Caucasian people don't like black folks, and these cats, even though they look like you and me, they call themselves black, they don't like black people either. Because their purpose is to try to make us as Caucasian as possible. They want us to blend in instead of finding ourselves. They want us to blend in and try to become a real Oreo cookie. Y'all remember that, don't you? An Oreo cookie, white on the inside, black on the outside. That's the way a lot of us are. Oreo cookies. And here's some of their favorite lines they like to use. And I'm going to try to talk about each of them before the video runs out. They like to say, their favorite quote is, "Don't blame Whitey! Don't blame Whitey! Make your own choice! Do your own responsibility!" Woo. Another thing they like to say is, "What is done is done. You know, nothing you can do about it. You know, what's done is done." And then another one of their favorite lines is, "It is what it is. It is what it is." Let me elaborate on these three Negro slave mentality quotes real quick. Don't blame Whitey. My question is, if you don't blame Whitey, who you gonna blame? Blame yourself. Yeah, you can blame yourself, and you can blame yourself, but what is the root of the problem? Are you the root of the situation? You don't want to blame. You don't want nobody to blame Whitey, but people blame people for things every day. You have 2 million people incarcerated in the United States. You blame them for crimes they done. And then you punish them. But you don't want nobody to blame Whitey, but it's all right to blame these people and punish them for what they done. But when a black man or anybody stand up and say, "Hey, these Whiteys have done so-and-so," then you want to get all upset. Don't blame Whitey, but you blame people every day. You blame your boss if his check don't clear so you don't get paid. We always blame. But it's wrong to blame Whitey when Whitey is wrong. If Whitey is right, cool. But when Whitey, you trying to say that Whitey can't be wrong, he ain't done nothing. You know, he ain't done nothing because what's done is done. So if somebody shot your mom in the head, what's done is done. So why are you crying about taking that man to jail, giving him a trial, and punishing him because what's done is done? Y'all philosophy is all screwed up. You don't know what the hell you believe in because of your sick love for your master. You're still a voluntary slave. You don't think for yourself. You're trying to protect him like a dog would his master. You ain't nothing but a pet for somebody to pet on your head. and wag your damn Negro tail. It is what it is. What you mean it is what it is? It is what you make it, because it is what it is. It wasn't that before somebody changed it. You don't want to change it because you cowardly. You don't want to accept the truth of the situation. You live in a fantasy, fictional mentality, fictional land, world, where everybody love each other. Unfortunately, that's not the case. There is no equality for black people in America. There is no brotherhood for black people at this time in America. We are 13% of the population. Are we 12% represented in America? No. But we are 50% of the prison system. For black men in the inner cities, unemployment is probably 50%. We get 50% of all the ills and the pains and the heartaches and the negative things in America. But we don't get nothing positive. But we positively will pay our share of taxes. And we are stupid enough to send our children to fight in foreign wars for a nation that don't give us equal opportunity. In fact, speaking of that, the majority of the people in the armed services are not patriotic. So I don't know where you're getting that crap from. They are there because they were suckered there. That's a slick way to get soldiers. These people gambling with their lives so they can get money to pursue education, which the government should provide all their citizens who want a proper education or higher education. But no, you want to exploit the poor. The poor black people, the poor white people, just the poor, the middle class. You will exploit those to fill your cabinet of soldiers to fight these wars of which the agenda is questionable. Because they damn sure ain't fighting to protect America. America has not been attacked. You said, well, what about 9/11? That was 2001, it's 2009, right? So, first of all, you're not attacking the ones who caused 9/11. So what are you fighting? You trying to fight a war before, protect yourself before you get attacked. That's dumb. And then you're attacking the people that didn't have nothing to do with 9/11. And the American people actually, America, how can you support a country? George Bush, and pretty soon it will be Barack Obama. He'll be caught up in lies just as well. But when George Bush was found that he lied about weapons of mass destruction and he already knew those things, y'all still support this liar, this murderer, this killer. American citizens got a severe mental problem. How can you accept and trust your government when they are known liars? And that's what many of you get angry at me because I won't do the same thing. I'll be damned. I'll be damned. No, 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 no. You say don't blame white. Hey, you silly slave niggas. You said don't blame white. Who you think Whitey blaming? Many white people get their signs of protest and they march. They don't march in front of Jesse Jackson's house. They don't march in front of Condoleezza Rice's house. They don't march in front of Louis Farrakhan's house. Who you think they march? They march in front of the White House, run by white people, or these senators who are Caucasian. They don't protest black people. Who they blaming? Who are these white people blaming? They blaming Whitey because Whitey's the one in control. That only makes sense. We have no choice but to blame Whitey because condition. But y'all so scary. Cause Whitey let y'all drive a Mercedes Benz. And we got 60 to 70 million black people in this country. They can't drive a Mercedes Benz. They are suffering. They are in this condition that Whitey put them in, because Whitey should have left their ass, their people in Africa, but Whitey wanted free labor. And here y'all are, doing everything that you can to defend evil and wickedness. You should be shamed. You should be shamed. But I guess it is what it is. This your brother, Taalik Ibn'rad. Thank you for listening. This was and is the Reality's Temple on Earth.